chefs, how's it going? Welcome to Sweet Willy's Kitchen. Now today's episode of Sweet Willy's Kitchen is not for the barbecue purist. So viewer discretion is advised. So here we are in New Jersey. It's October, and at the time of this weekend here, we're getting a bit of a northeaster. So the weather's not all that good. So it's windy, raining, and cold. So what do you do when it's windy and rainy and cold and you're gonna stay inside? Make ribs. So, for those of you who really love barbecue spare ribs, we're going to have a little bit of a life hack, and we're going to show you how we could make these things at home. So, like I said, it's not for the barbecue purist, but in a fix, if you need your rib fix, this might be the solution. What started this is I saw the baby back ribs on sale. So, what happens when you have baby back ribs and you catch them on sale? Let's make some ribs. So we're gonna use a technique called braising. And braising is a low heat with a liquid that combined helps cook the meat and keeps it nice and moist. Pot roasts, big pork roasts, and ribs. What that does is that the low and slow heat that we like to use in the traditional barbecue the technique is similar. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start off here is we're going to get these ribs here. They come in the cryo pack here. We're going to take them all out. We're going to take it out of the package. We're going to rinse them off, pat them dry, and we'll go from there. All right, and then we'll show you what we're going to do from them. All right, here we go. That's our pan that we're going to be roasting them in. Okay, so here we go. We're going to just start with our regular rack of ribs. Okay, we've washed them. We're going to pat them dry. We're going to look for a central area here along the ribs. Okay, and we're just going to cut these right down here. It just makes them easier to handle. Okay. So for the time being, what we're going to do is we are going to use, for me, a regular seasoned salt. So in that case, or if you've got a favorite rib rub you like to use, a certain flavor, by all means, go ahead. So we're gonna salt these up a little bit, put a little seasoning on these, and then them settle, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put together the envelopes, the braising envelopes, if you would. Okay, so what we did was we took a sheet pan and we just covered it with aluminum foil to keep any of the liquids out, if anything drips out. Okay, so you take your Reynolds wrap or your aluminum foil. If you have heavy duty, that's even better. I don't, so I'm going to take a long piece here. I'm going to double it like so. Okay. So we're going to have an extra double thick piece. We're going to put the section of rib here, right around so. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to fold this over like that here. We're going to fold this over. Let's do it this way. Alright, so we're going to fold this over like so. Okay. Essentially, we're going to make an envelope. So you seal the edges. Right, that's going to keep the braising liquid inside. Flip this on the other side as well. So now, the piece of pork is in this little envelope here. Now when we put the braising liquid, we're going to pour the braising liquid in, and then we're going to seal this up. So we're just getting everything prepared for the braising liquid. So we have one rack, one section that is, and we'll get another long piece of tin foil. Good thing you always have a spare. You never know when you're going to need extra aluminum foil. So, same as before. Take a long piece if you only have the regular Otherwise, if you have the heavy duty, go that route. Okay, so this end here, see where the nice ridge is? Use that by the opening. All right, that will allow the water to get, the braising liquid to get access here. All right, and we're gonna fold these like so. Nice and tight. Basically our meat envelope. Okay, so these are going to sit here and wait for the braising liquid. So let's get to the braising liquid. Okay. We're over by the oven here, and we're on the stove. We're going to take a small sauce pot here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some medium heat going. All right. So like always, we always like to start with the medium heat and get the heat. And what we're going to use is 2 cups of water to get that going. And then we're going to use a half a cup of honey. That'll add some sweetness. You could use molasses if you want a deeper, richer flavor. I've used that in the past. Honey seems to be the go-to. All right, so we'll get that out of there. Honey. Okay. Get that stirred up as that gets up to temperature and up to melting. Then we're going to use a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. I used to call it, what's this here sauce? And the old Lean Perrins building in New Jersey is a place I used to visit back in the day, and wow, what a very unique smell that place used to have. It was really pretty intense when they were making this stuff. So we're going to use a 1/4 cup of this. Okay, so we use a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. That's the Worcestershire sauce. Now, we could use either regular or powdered mustard. That's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's use a teaspoon of, I would use either a teaspoon of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of powdered mustard, or a tablespoon of the regular mustard. Okay, whisk that in to get that going. And then we're going to add the all-important garlic. All right, so we're going to take our chopper, okay? Take our chopper, and we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to chop that up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relatively fine mince, as you can see here. I'm going to pour that into the mixture as well. Pork and garlic go very well together. All right. So essentially, what we're making is this is called a braising liquid. And what I want to do is get this up to temperature to get it up to a boil. We'll cover that up and get it up to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, then we'll add that to the meat. The oven is already set at 250. All right, 250. 250. Okay, we're going to be putting the liquid into those envelopes at about maybe about a cup of liquid, or maybe a little less, maybe a 3/4 of a cup of the liquid. We'll seal them up, and then we're gonna keep this in the oven for 3 hours. Okay, so it's going to be low and slow. So we've got the pork, the ribs are in those envelopes. We're going to put about 3/4 to a cup of liquid in each of those envelopes. Seal the envelopes up, put them in the baking pan, and then in the oven, which is at 250 for 3 hours. And after that, then we'll finish them up. During the winter, if you can use the grill, but I'm going to show you how we can do them in the broiler. They're a little easier, and again, please, barbecue purists, forgive me. It's a hack, so we'll do what we do. There we go. You put these at a little bit of an angle to get them up. There we go. So. Use about a cup, okay, about a cup, maybe about 3/4 of a cup or a half cup. We'll pour these in. Now be careful, they're hot. All right. Also make sure you get some of that garlic in there. Lots of garlic in there. So, got about a cup of that. Cup of the liquid. And then we're going to seal these up. Worst comes to worst, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie them up in another. I'm going to tie this packet up into another. Tie this up into another pack just to keep this thing really sure, because I didn't use enough. I didn't use enough aluminum foil. So there we go. And this one, I think we did all right with this one. I think we made this one bigger. All right. So, roughly going to have extra braising liquid. So if you've got more ribs you want to use, we're only doing 1 full rack. So if you were doing 2 racks, you probably have enough. That looks good. That's all tidied up. Okay, so we're all packed up. We've got the braising liquid inside. And then we're going to put these in the 250-degree oven. 250 degrees for 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours. So basically you put that in there and you forget it. So we'll see you guys in 3 hours, and we'll show you how these things turned out. So, right now, everything is in their little packages, and they are all cooked up. Look at that.
Can I see this?
Yeah, sure. Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah. The meat is cooked, and we're going to give the viewers a look. Because what we're going to do is we're going to let them cool off, and then we're going to finish them off under the broiler with our favorite barbecue sauce. That's a cheat, I know. Yes, last week when it was 80+ degrees out, I was able to put them on the grill, but it's 50 degrees out there. So, this is what they look like. Okay, guys? This is what they look like. The meat's all cooked and ready to go. So I'm going to let these cool off, let everything settle, and then we're going to put them under the broiler. So okay, we are back. So we took the ribs out of the oven and we've let them cool to get the temperature so they pretty much stay together when we handle them, when we do the finish. So we've taken them and we've got them on the dish here, on the pan. We've taken the broiler, we've got the broiler on, and simply what we're going to do is we're going to do the underside. We're going to broil the underside with our favorite barbecue sauce. And we'll do that for a few minutes to get that crispy. And then we will finish the tops and we will be finished. Again, I cannot stress enough to the people who do the real grilling and the real barbecue people. This is a fix for all us city folks out here, up here in the Northeast. This is just a way of, just getting your quick barbecue fix on. So, again, all my apologies to the good barbecue people. You know who you are. So, we're gonna put the sauce on it first. I'm gonna stick these under the boiler to let that caramelize. Figure 2 minutes. Okay, so let's wait 2 minutes, and then we'll flip them over, and we will be all set for ribs. Okay, we are done. We have taken these out, and they are exquisite. They were bubbling. Everything was really good. And we're going to take one of these off. And I know the perfect person who would like one of these sets of ribs. Who would like
Don't trip
these
over it.
ribs?
Who wants ribs? Look at this. This is impressive. If you could see what Daddy's doing right now, you'd be really impressed. I want ribs. I want ribs. Yay! Oh, they look good, Sweet Willy. Mommy sure does love your ribs. Mommy's weird. She doesn't like to pick up ribs with her fingers.
Your privates today.
Okay. They're like hot coffee hot, like from the oven hot. But they're delicious. Good job, Sweet Willy. I think I'll keep you.
So there we go. Ribs. The urban way. Ribs done in the oven. Again, I get it. It's not the way it should be. But in a pinch, in the wintertime, when the grill's not the best option, and you've got that hankering for ribs, this might be the ticket. So, again, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.